My people is in the building, man. What's happening? Ray Daniels right here. I ain't finna do no long intro.
Right.
If y'all know both of us, then y'all know this affiliation has been going on for a long time.
Right.
So we ain't gotta kind of go through all that. You feel what I'm saying? We're live right now at the MBE Conference, man. My man Ray Daniels. You can catch him on K-100 radios from 8 to 11. The show goes longer than that, but from 8 to 11, we have the Ray Daniels morning show over on K-100 radio. So if you tune in on during the weekday and you're like, who the hell is this guy talking? And who are these people? Like if you've been rocking with us, you're like, who? That's him. That's that guy right there.
That's me.
That's him. Right.
Right. So we only gonna talk about the time that matters, like he said, 8 to 11. Right. Catch me along with Miss Tiffany Real, along with the friends. We bring you the funny every day. We also bring you some informative news or whatever that's matter, whatever we're touching on. Yeah. R. Kelly, he's gonna need something on the books. So make sure y'all send R. Kelly something on the books real quick, because he's gonna need a little bit of something. What's up?
I see he coming over here with the shit.
Right.
It's always got to be one of these niggas, don't niggas got to be one of these.
Right. Somebody got to do it, baby. Somebody got to do it.
You have some really interesting guests, man. And I got to tell you guys this. This is just 100. I got to give you guys the backdrop.
Right.
So before I even got into doing any kind of like media or anything like that, of course, most people know I was the artist. Right. One of my very first, interviews that I did online with anything dealing with internet radio, anything like that, was with this guy right here. He had a platform, right? And I came through, and I thought that was really dope. It was like, I don't know if I ever expressed it to you, but I was like, man, I felt like that was so dope. It was just like, I know you couldn't interview everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that was when internet radio was new.
Right.
It was really, really young. You and like maybe two other people in the city of Atlanta really was doing internet radio.
Right.
And so I think I kind of was inspired by that, man. You really actually inspired me to actually trying to put my foot in it, because I was like, okay, that Ray Daniels and they dope, but we need more of those. We need more platforms and more options for everybody. We got so many artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need as many platforms as possible for artists to express themselves.
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to be Drake. Not everybody's going to be Kanye. But everybody got something to say, and everybody got something to say that matters. When I'm dealing with artists on an independent level, I try to express to them, make a living out of this. Try to make a living out of this before you try to reach for what Kanye has achieved or what Drake has achieved.
Right.
Try to be something more than the garbage man or a mailman. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right.
And I'm just saying, like, bro, like, if you're lucky, you're one of the small percentages if you actually can live off music and don't do anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, that in and of itself is a success story at the end of the day. If all you do is music and you still living a comfortable life, taking care of your business and your kids and everything, bro, and all you do is the entertainment industry, period, you kind of sort of slick kind of won in a way, like, for real, because a lot of people can't even do that.
Well, that's what Blizzard. That's what this conference is about, to give you other avenues and other revenue streams with doing something that you're passionate about, which is the music. Like of course you know about the streaming platform, but what about sync licensing? Right. What about placements? What about publishing? And that's why I really admire Linda for taking the time out, Linda Garrett for taking the time out to create something like the Music Business Empowerment, because it's exactly what it is. It's the music business, and it's empowering you to do make a living at music. And I want to take the time out to applaud you as well, and give you your accolades for having a platform like this, because what you're doing is you're giving artists a platform, but you're also motivating them and inspiring them to go further.
Right.
A lot of people see your banner, they see your logo, they get familiar. You got a segment that you do where artists is like make it or break it segment. What is it?
Ill or Kill, yeah.
Ill or Kill. It keeps people motivated. So like at the end of the day, if they're not motivated and inspired, they're gonna eventually fall off.
Exactly, man. And I gotta salute you too, man, because you do the same thing. Now let's talk about the Ray Daniels show, and let's talk about your role in radio. You've got online, you got FM, you got a lot going on. Tell us about everything that you got going on.
Right. Well, Ray Daniels, I look at Ray Daniels as the machine, marketing, promotion, and the branding machine. It's not. I look outside my body, and I look back at myself like, okay, Ray, what are you contributing to the industry? So it's not really about me. When I wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning and I do this job, I do it because first of all, I'm already knee deep into this shit. So like, it's like once you get this deep in, you ain't coming out. It's either sink or swim.
Right.
But I have a lot of accolades to my credit working with a lot of major artists. I don't need to really get into that because on top of being a radio personality, I am what they call an independent radio rep. I'm over 250 markets that are FM terrestrial markets where I actually get artists added onto the radio and into rotation. It might start out with mixed shows. It might be light rotation to medium. I'm also a Fleet DJ. And so Fleet also provides me a platform to have access to artists, and they also provided me with, other platforms to do the Ray Daniels Morning Show.
Right.
So, getting at me, I'm a one-stop shop. If I get to tell you so much what I do, it's starting to sound like a lie at the end of the day. So what I like to do is I use the radio, the Ray Daniels Morning Show. I use it as an introduction piece just to get people in so I can educate them, because what I've learned in this industry, the more educated the artist is, the more it's an easier transition to get them to earning money and revenue in the game. And even when I come in contact with people who do internet radio stations, I don't keep the information to myself. Like I learned a long time ago that transparency, honesty, and marketing and relationships is like everything.
Right.
So and I built my relationship with you. It was just being a dead up dude.
Right.
Like it's been plenty of times you pull me to the side, I pull you to the side. And it's like everybody think everything has to be a competition.
Right.
It doesn't have to be a competition. It's more strength in numbers, and that's where the whole Ray Daniels Morning Show came about. Because when I was doing the midday show on the FM radio station, which I came to the realization that I could bring more to the game if I'm on in the morning and I'm one more frequent, because I was making a lot of money in Buffalo, New York. You know what I'm saying? Doing the midday, I could have been one of them happy-go-lucky Negroes. I was like, yo, I got mine.
Right.
The F with everybody else, but it was cold out there, and I still had a crib here to come to. So I was like, you know what? I learned what I need to learn here, and let me reapply myself, because sometimes you gotta take 10 steps back to take 10 steps forward. You know what I'm saying?
And also be the owner of the platform. Radio Connect, you know what I'm saying? Being the owner of the platform always trumps the biggest salary. You know what I'm saying? If you can get everything in the right direction.
Yeah, but even with that being said, even though you're the owner of a company, it's your obligation not to micromanage your company and to delegate what someone's best attributes are to your company and put them in the forefront. So even though I own a company, that's why I like, damn, I forgot I own the company. Even though I own the company and I push the radio app, and anybody that rocks with me, they're on the app, like you're on the app. The main objective of Radio Connect is exactly what the damn company's called, is to connect you with the radio.
Right.
There's a lot of misconceptions about radio. It's a digital radio, internet radio, per se. Like, a lot of people don't even consider internet radio real radio, which is ridiculous.
And that's a cold conversation.
Right.
Like,
so it's all about how you.
That's a panel in and of itself that we we need to have.
Which you should be on.
Right.
But at the end of the day, internet radio is definitely real radio. Then you got brothers like Mike Matthews, who has a company called Digital Radio Tracker.
Right.
That's making it way more feasible and way believable and making it real. Because right now, what record companies want to know is that somebody's listening to the music,
right?
They're receiving the music, and they want to know who are coming back to your stations, who are and who stays at your station, who comes peek in for a little bit. And I got plaques from artists on my wall, strictly on digital internet radio stations. Right. So like, people listen to internet radio stations because people from different countries seek out. You probably can attest to this because you probably got back-end analytics that support what I'm saying. A lot of people from different companies, like different countries, like Germany, France, Africa, Canada, tune in because they probably just Googled hip hop. Or hip hop in Atlanta, and your station came up and they got locked in. I
tell people all the time with internet radio, even though we're in Atlanta, this is going to be one of the least demographics that actually tune in because they've got all these 1,000 options.
Right.
But if you're in the middle of, if you're somewhere in Canada,
right.
I get a lot of listens from Africa. I'm starting to get a lot of music submissions from African artists. That's how many people are listening to K-100 radio in Africa.
Right.
Now we're getting all these African artists submitting music to the broadcast. Like lately, it's just been crazy from Africa. Like in Africa's pop. I mean, you see Def Jam just opened up a whole division in Africa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you just realize how the internet radio shows you how big the world really is, man. And so, man, me and you, we can do this all day.
Right. Right.
We can do this all day, Ray. Listen, before we get ready to go, how everybody can get with you with Radio Connect and on social media, and how they can find you, man.
Well, it's real simple. I just keep everything 100. Like I do everything like it's 86. You know, my real phone number 770-896-9006. You call that number, I'm gonna pick it up. It's not a Google voice. Again, that's 770-896-9006. You can text me. I'm Facebook heavy. Anybody who knows me, I live on Facebook. I can tell you when I'm shopping, grocery, taking a dump on Facebook. So it's Ray Daniels Radio Connect on Facebook. It's Ray Daniels Radio Connect on IG. On Twitter, it's Ray Daniels, the Ray Daniels Show on Twitter.
All right, man. Holla, my man. Good people, man. Like I said, really inspired, some of the onset of K-100 Radio, man. That's real talk, you feel me? And so that's why we rock with them. Catch the Ray Daniels Show in the mornings on K-100 Radio in the syndicated format from 8 to 11 a.m. Check it out, man. They have some really dope interviews, some really good guests. You feel what I'm saying? This is Ray Daniels, and we at the MBE Conference. And if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and go to the next video.
K-100 Radio.